Hey guys, MasterFiggy here, and today I am bringing you a Duel Links video. This is just something different I thought I'd try. And, recently the Duel Links, the Speed Duel decks have been released. And, I haven't bought mine yet because GameStop, there was an issue with GameStop with suppliers or something like that. So they aren't actually getting them I think later in February. So I'll probably be picking up a box of those later on. But I thought, since I play Duel Links, why not actually, build one of the decks and just see how well it does. So you might notice here I have Fast Duel deck in here, because if I write Speed, it is actually censored. So Speed Duel, yeah, it's censored straight away, as you can see. Which is something I actually thought was a little bit weird. So I just call it Fast Duel Deck, just for the sake of it. So I'm playing as Joey, and I'm using the deck that he has, or you can get in the Speed Duel pack of Duelists of Tomorrow. And I'm going to show you guys, so the skill I have is Grit. This is the only one that I have. That is one of the 3 that you can get in the box. So first off we have Gearfried, the Iron Knight. When an equipped card or cards is equipped to this card, destroy that card. Next we have Time Wizard, Classic. Once per turn you can toss a coin and call it. If you call it right, destroy a monster on your opponent's field. If you call it wrong, destroy as many monsters you control as possible, and if you do, take damage equal to half the total attack of those destroyed monsters on the field. Next we have Copycat. This is a card that I've always wanted. So basically, when this card is summoned, I target one face-up monster my opponent controls. This card gains attack and defense equal to that monster's original attack and defense. Next up we have Little Wingard, a pretty useful card. During my end phase I can switch its attack, or switch its position. So I can attack with it, and then on my end phase switch into defense mode. Red Eyes Black Dragon, great card. Great card back in the day, at least anyway. Alligator Sword, Meteor Dragon. I have to say, what I don't like about this is, I feel like this is just put in here because Joey doesn't really have any, level 5 or 6 monsters. And I know it's supposed to be connected to the Red Eyes Black Dragon because of Meteor Black Dragon, or Red Eyes Meteor Dragon, whatever it's called, but you don't actually get that card in this deck. And I just feel like this card is pointless, because I feel like Axe Raider would have been a better choice, or even actually a level 6 monster. It was a Cyber Fiend, I believe. Joey eventually got that from Esperoba or something. I definitely remember him using it in the show, which would have been a far better choice than having this. But I'm just sticking to the exact deck supplied in the Speed Duel. So just to let you guys know, so that's why we go on to Maskai, the Legendary Swordsman. Baby Dragon. This brings back so many memories. I actually had 3 of these in a deck when I was younger, because I just loved the art style on Baby Dragon there. I think he looks awesome. Next we have Flame Manipulator. That's the last monster in our main deck. Then we have Stray Lambs, because you can't get Scapegoat, so it's Stray Lambs. Graceful Dice. Then we have Polymerization. I have 2 of these, and they're both in the different art style. I chose this one because it's the original, and this one because this is the anime version, or sorry, the English dub version. I believe this was I think 4Kids had an issue with this picture, so they changed it to this. Next we have Sogen. I know Joey has a skill that has it on the field anyway, but as I said already, it's not an actual skill you can get. in the speed duel decks, I mean. Then we have Legendary Sword, not really the best card I would have picked. It only 300 attack and defense. Dicefoon, it's an okay card if you get the right result. What's really annoying is I actually did test this deck out, and I got 1 every time I used this card. Like, and I've used this card in like 3 or 4 duels. Got 1 every time. I lost 1,000 life points, which is ridiculous. Next we have Kunai with Chain, iconic card. Then Red Eye Spirit, Skull Dice, a card I used to have. I might actually have it somewhere in like a bunch of old cards. Then we have Thousand Dragon. Then Alligator's Sword Dragon. I always thought this was just it slightly annoys me just because of how, like, it really is just Photoshop alligator sword onto like baby dragon. It just looks kind of weird to me. Then we have Flame Swordsman, probably the least useful out of the 3 of them. Yeah, like, it is stronger than Alligator Sword Dragon, but he has an effect. This card can attack your opponent's life points directly if only face-up monsters they control are earth, water, or fire. Whereas Flame Swordsman, he's not exactly a very strong monster, just 1800 attack or defense. So that's the whole deck. And then I chose Red Eyes as the card sleeve and Joey as the dual mat. So let's get started with this. To be honest, I actually would have liked it if you got Flame Swordsman as your card sleeve, because I just think that would have been looked really cool, because it was really iconic in the first season with Flame Swordsman and Joey. Just because he was always on about, hey, the Flame Swordsman's my favorite monster. I'm terrible with the Joey impression, my apologies. Lose and you'll lose a rank. Yeah, you'll notice that I'm not doing very well if it comes up with lose and lose a rank.
Step right up so I can knock you down.
Let me educate you on the fact that duelists like you are a dime a dozen.
Duel! It's my turn.
Okay, not the greatest hand, so I'm going to play this card
I set a monster
in defense mode, and that'll be it.
Pay attention. Here's a special lesson. I draw.
I think Ancient Gears are like one of the few archetypes that I actually dislike playing as, or playing against, I mean.
Ancient Gear Wyvern's effect activates.
He's playing with the new deck. Yeah, there's a new deck recently of Ancient Gears, and it is quite annoying coming against people using it. I have a very bad feeling that I'm going to lose this duel.
Here I go. It's my turn.
But let us hope for the best. Okay, so I will play Stray Lambs.
Let's do this. Okay. I special summon a monster. I end my turn.
You need to study more. My turn. I draw.
So I don't know if many people know this, but Crowler, Dr. Valiant Crowler in GX was voiced by John Schimmel. I believe his last name is pronounced. My apology if I just completely messed that up.
I activate the trap kunai with chain.
I don't even know why I actually activated it, because it wouldn't have made any difference.
I activate my field spell.
But yeah, I thought that was just kind of weird, hearing his voice as Crowler. So Goku and Crowler have the same voice actor, which I just thought was a little bit odd.
I activate my field spell. Gear Town.
Like, especially when you hear him. I think it is him voicing him in the game. Yep, and I've already lost, because I actually forgot that Ancient Gears have an ability, or these ones anyway, that when they attack a defense-pushing monster, I lose
I
life points
can't lose to
anyway.
the likes
So
of
that is
you.
game, guys. I lost the very first
Eat
duel.
this! Attack, ancient gear reactor dragon! I end my turn.
This duel
Oh
ain't
wait,
looking too
I
good
didn't
for
lose any
me.
life points?
I draw.
That's weird. You know what, I lost anyway.
Okay. I summon a monster and attack this. I set a card face down. I set a card face down. Ah,
You're
guess my
trying
turn's
hard, I'll
done.
give you that. I draw. Let's see. From my hand,
I'm taking a chance.
I
I
activate
hope
a
it
quick
pays off.
play spell.
Here's the spell card, Graceful Dice. It raises my monster's attack points depending on what I roll.
Wow, it's 6 and it's like no use to
I
me.
activate my field spell, Gear Town.
I mean, what does that actually do? Both players
This
can
dragon
normal
will
summon
shine
ancient
for
gear monsters for
eternity.
1 less tribute.
Ancient Gear
When this
Reactor
card is
Dragon.
destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 ancient gear
Time
monster
for battle.
from your hand,
You
deck, or
flunked my
graveyard.
class. Eat this. Ah!
You win some, you lose some. But man, I hate losing.
Nothing to it. The easiest duel of my life. Phew. I can't believe I won. I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, I still find it hard to believe that that is Goku. Yeah, it's just hard to believe that that is actually Goku's like voice actor, because they sound nothing alike, which is probably like really good to say, because that shows the talent of the voice actor really. So yeah, I suck. To be honest, I'm not really that surprised because, see, the deck uses like cards and that are quite out of date. Like they were really good for their time, and I feel like the speed duel decks, they're putting these small packages, 3 decks in one, because it's mostly, I feel like, there for nostalgic reasons. People who used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And want to play like the basics really. Just go back to basics. Use Blue Eyes. Use
Time to
Joey's
get
sort
my
of
mo.
deck.
Kaiba, it's time I put your stinking mug in its place.
I'll show this sniveling puppy that he's more bark than bite. Duel! It's my turn.
I love the fact that in Duel Links that they actually recognize, like certain characters like Kaiba and Joey here, they recognize each other, so they actually have certain comments like that. I love that in games in general. Like in Dragon
It's
Ball
my
Z,
turn.
they would actually make
I
reference
draw.
going like, "Hey Tien, hey Yamcha," stuff like that. Yeah, this isn't a good hand either.
I
I'll
set
play
a card
this.
face down. I set a monster face. I end my turn.
Here I go. It's my turn.
I have a bad feeling I'm going to lose this duel as well.
Draw!
Last time I used this deck, before making this video, I played 4 duels, won 2 of them, and then I lost the last 2.
No one messes with Joey Wheeler. It's my turn. I draw.
See, I'm thinking about whether I should activate his effect first, risk destroying that. No, I don't think I will. That's...
Alright. I tribute summon a monster.
If I draw Baby Dragon next turn, I'll be really annoyed. Because then I could just activate Polymerization and boom, I have got 1,000
I
Dragons.
set a card
But since
face
I
down.
did not do that,
Let's battle. Luck, don't fail me now. My monster attacks.
Not so fast. I reveal my face down card. My trap.
I end my
Get ready. My
I
turn.
wonder why he stopped that attack.
Draw.
I mean, is the monster really that
It's
weak,
like
or is it
looking in the
really
mirror.
important?
Here comes Kaiba Man.
Yeah,
My
I hate
monster's
Kaiba
effect
Man.
activates.
Well, I hate going against it. Because just like, play it,
Not a
now I get
single
to summon
card.
another monster.
will now battle. Blue eyes, lay waste to your enemy.
There's no point. Even if I got a 6, it wouldn't be able to.
Here I go. I draw.
It sounds like these, I wish that this had the anime rule, because basically the anime I remember, the rule was,
I summon a
depending on
monster
the
and attack
rule,
from my
actually
hand.
determines what your attack was
I
multiplied
activate an
by.
equip spell.
So if I use on little Wingard here, he would actually
Let's
have
battle.
2800 attack power, and then activate my
Luck,
legendary
don't fail me
sword,
now.
and it would be
My
stronger than Blue
monster
Eyes.
attacks.
You think that'll work on me? My monster's effect activates.
My monster's effect activates.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I'm
I
going to
end
lose
my
this
turn.
duel again
Get ready.
as well.
My turn. Draw. I set a card face down. Battle. Blue eyes, lay waste to your enemy.
Yeah, again, there's no point activating that spell card.
I end my turn.
No one messes with Joey Wheeler. I draw.
And here's a baby dragon. Absolutely fantastic. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to play it face
I
down.
set a monster. I end my
I think
turn.
Joey actually
Here
has
I
the
go.
worst deck of
It's
the
my turn.
3 duelists, Mai and
Draw.
Kaiba,
Will
because
now battle.
Mai's
Blue
deck
eyes,
focuses
lay
on
waste to
Amazon
your
monsters,
enemy.
which are
White
really powerful,
lightning.
and she also has some harpies, which is supposed to be expected, of course, because those were her signature monsters in
I
Duelist
end my
Kingdom.
turn.
one
Kaiba has
messes
a
with
bunch
Joey
of
Wheeler.
really strong,
It's
like
my
level 4
turn.
monsters, and also, you know, he
I
has Blue
draw.
Eyes and all sorts. And yeah, that's
I
pretty
end
much
my
the duel.
turn.
I have
Here I
nothing that I
go.
can use against this
It's my
guy.
turn. Draw.
Hey, Kaiba! Yeah, I'm terrible with the Joey impression. I really need to work on it.
I'll play this. I special summon a monster. There's only one champion, and that
Yeah, he should just get on with it.
battle. Duel Links.
So
My
yeah, I'm
monster attacks your
sucking
life
at
points
this.
directly.
I don't like my odds.
You're finished. My monster attacks your life points directly.
It ain't over till it's over.
Oh yeah, grit.
I've completed another
I'm not
flawless
giving up,
turn. You're
'cause
learning the
losing
hard way
ain't-
that you have no business
I
being
draw.
here.
I set a card face down. Guess my turn's
Yeah,
done.
that trap card isn't gonna help me either, but
My turn.
let's see.
I draw. I set a card face down.
I actually forget the proper
You have
effect
no
of grit.
chance.
I think it's supposed to be like if
Will
you have
now battle.
4,000 life points at the beginning of your duel or something, or over
You're
3,000, something like
finished.
that, and your
My
event hits
monster
0,
attacks
you
your
literally
life
just
points
gain.
directly.
You literally just stop at 1 life point.
I activate the trap card, Skull Dice.
I mean, no difference
Go
whatsoever.
outdo.
So yeah, I should have actually given him a thumbs up, because he did play very well, or at least way better than I did. So I am doing absolutely terrible. Let's see. I was only gonna do like 3 duels. I might end up doing 4. So depending how long, the video runs. Let me see. We're almost in the 20-minute mark. Joey versus Joey.
Check out my 8. Time to get
Field of Warriors.
step right. A true duelist duel. It's my turn.
I think I'm a clone now. Da 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 da. It's like they're like trying to high five each other, but they just fail at it. So Joey versus Joey. He has no extra monsters, which is interesting. So he's using just warrior deck. Let's see what is in it. If he ever gets on with it.
What's the matter? Scared? Losing your confidence, huh? Maybe because your strategies are whack. You win some, you lose.
Wait, what?
All right.
This guy surrendered? That, like, the duel literally just started. It must have been an absolutely terrible hand if he just lost already. High level, was that actually? Okay. Yeah, that was a terrible duel in my opinion. I don't even deserve that win because I didn't earn it. It was just the guy surrendered. That was pretty much it. I did not earn it, not one bit. Someone from Japan, I am definitely going to have my ass handed to me in this duel. And it's Odeon. Odeon and Joey dueling again.
I'm bringing the boom. Listen up, you bald-headed freak. I'm not scared of you.
I shall bury all who stand in my way. Prepare for defeat. Duel. My turn. I set my card. I set my card. I set my card face down. That ends my turn.
I love that. I set my
It's my
card. I
turn.
set my card. I set my card face
I
down.
draw.
I set my card. I set my card. I set my card face down. I could just write a song about
set a
that.
card.
I'll play the
I
Wingard.
summon a monster in attack position.
Now,
You took the bait.
not exactly what I thought it was going to be,
Battle.
but not too
My
bad.
trap activate. Behold. I activate a face down card. My trap activates. Come out. I special summon a monster.
I end my
I
turn.
wonder if he's going to
You're
tribute that
falling
monster
into my
now.
trap. You just don't realize it yet. My turn. Draw. I set my card. I set my card. That ends my turn.
No one messes with Joey Wheeler. I draw.
No
Here we
fun alligator
come.
sword.
I summon a monster in attack position. Let's battle. Take this. My monster attacks.
That's a mistake.
Ah, crap.
Here's my face down card. My trap activates.
I end my turn.
Prepare yourself. My turn. Draw.
Already I'm down to 2,900.
I set my monster face down. Judgment.
Endless trap, hell? Oh wait, no, what was it? Endless
I
trap
set
hole?
my card face down. That ends my
Here
turn.
I go. If I draw.
I will sacrifice my
Here we
alligator
come.
sword.
I tribute summon a monster.
No, I probably shouldn't have actually done that.
Here's my face down card.
Conscription.
My trap activates.
Let's battle. Luck,
Yeah,
don't
I'll attack
fail
his
me
face
now.
down.
I attack with
Behold.
my monster.
I activate a face down
Ah,
card. My trap
I
activates.
end my
yeah, it's
Prepare yourself.
not
My
going too
turn.
well for me, guys.
Draw.
I am
set
doing
my card
absolutely
face down.
terrible. Well, not
My
absolutely, not as bad
monster's
as the other
effect
duels, I don't think.
activates.
What is it? Polymerization,
My
no!
monster's effect activates.
What?
That ends
Here
my
I
turn.
go. I draw.
Okay, so I have polymerization now at least. Now I'm
Come
gonna
on,
play
Giffrey!
Gearfried.
Behold! I activate a face-down card. My trap activates.
During this turn, though.
From my hand, my field spell activates. Battle. I attack with Gearfried. Metal forearm thrust.
Gearfried
I
has
end
actually
my
a pretty
turn.
cool
You're
art style.
falling into my
I
trap.
really like it.
You just don't realize it yet. Draw! I set my card face down.
This feels like a very annoying duel
My
to me.
monster's effect activates.
What is this guy's effect? Once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. When this card is flipped face up, banish cards from the top of your opponent's deck face down, up to the number of Ghost Trick monsters you control. You can only use this effect of Ghost Trick Skeleton once per turn. Why not call him Ghost Trick Reaper?
My monster's effect activates. That ends
Here
my
I
turn.
go. I draw. From my hand, I activate a spell. All right. Thousand Dragon.
That's a mistake.
Oh,
Here's
come
my
on, dude.
face-down
Don't be that
card.
guy.
My
Don't be the
trap
guy
I
who
am
has like
falling
a
into my
gajillion
trap.
of like the
You
same
just
card
don't
in his
draw.
deck. Even though you can only have maximum 3, but even
I
still.
set my monster. My monster's effect activates. My monster's
Copycat. Not
effect
really that useful to me
activates.
right now anyway, so it's grand.
That ends
No
my
one messes
turn.
with Joey Wheeler. I draw. Battle. I attack with Gearfried. Metal forearm
Don't
thrust.
tell me he's gonna activate a face
You
down.
took the bait. I activate a face down card.
Wait, what?
My trap activates.
Why would you use it when
Go, Thousand
Gearfried
Dragon!
attacks? Like, I'm not
Noxious
complaining, but I'm just more
Nostril
puzzled.
Upon your doom.
Oh wait, that
My monster's
activates when you
effect
attack it.
activates.
I did not
I
actually
end
know
my
that.
Prepare
turn.
yourself.
Wait, so, hold on.
My turn.
When this card is flipped face up, I know like flip effects will
I
have
set
flip
my
here,
card.
but
My monster's effect activates.
once per turn, when this card is destroyed, one monster your opponent goes. Screw
My
you,
monster's
Medusa
effect
Worm. I
activates.
hate you
That
so much.
ends my
Here
turn.
I go. I draw.
There are one Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, except Red Eyes Black Chick. Special summon it. Red Eyes isn't even in my
I
graveyard.
summon a
It's
monster in
removed
attack
from
position.
play.
You took the bait. Here's my face down card. My trap activates.
I set a card face down. Let's battle. All right. You asked for it. My monster's gonna attack.
I have
end
no
my
idea if
turn.
I can
Into my
actually,
trap.
make a comeback
You
from
just
this.
don't
I
realize
do
it
not
yet.
think I can, to be honest with
My
you.
turn.
But I'm gonna
Draw.
keep trying.
I
Only
set
2
my
cards
card.
left in my deck. I cannot even think what they could be, to be honest. I think they're pretty much
Here
like
I
spell or
go.
trap cards.
I draw.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna activate this.
From my hand, I activate a quick play spell.
So I am going to destroy that. I can't even flip this face up because of that trap card from earlier. If I just power that up, that'll be 14. That can't do anything to it.
This has gotta work. I activate the trap, kunai with T. Let's battle.
Yeah, I really have no idea if this is
Alright,
gonna help
you
me at
asked
all.
for it. I attack your life points directly.
What's the last card? Yeah, if the last card is what I think it is, I don't think I'll win this next
Prepare
turn.
yourself.
'Cause even if I got a
My
6
turn.
in the graceful
Draw.
dice, you know, he'll still have 600 or more
I
life
set
points.
my monster.
And yeah, this duel is over.
That
Here
This
I
my
go.
is
turn.
over.
I draw. Let's battle.
You know, I'm gonna just take like
Alright,
these
you
small
asked for
victories.
it.
The idea that
I activate
I
a
just like
quick play
at
spell.
least.
You took the bait. My
I
monster's
end my turn.
You're falling into my trap. You just don't draw.
All he literally has to do now is
That
just
ends my turn.
end the
No
duel.
one messes with Joey Wheeler.
Yeah.
I gave it my all, but it's you.
Yep, I lost. Well done to that guy. I did pretty well considering that, like, you know, this is not a deck that is considered to be very good. But yeah, the overall result, I did terrible. So yeah, even though technically I did win a duel because the guy surrendered, I'm not going to count that. I pretty much only just had 3 duels, and I lost all 3 of them, guys. I did absolutely terrible. You know, if you want me to do more of these Duel Link videos where I use the speed duel decks, you know, just comment down below. I may actually do more of these videos where I use decks that I've made myself, just like random ones. Some of them are a little interesting. Some you may not have seen before, because I don't actually know if anyone has made the decks that I have before. But I will say that I did enjoy playing this deck, even though I did terrible. It was interesting just using it, but it really wasn't that good of a deck. Like, there are so many changes I would have made to have some sort of like good cards added to it. Like, I would have replaced Meteor Dragon probably with Rocket Warrior, because I would have rather to have him or like Axe Raider. You know, those 2 cards are pretty good. Like, Axe Raider is decent for a level 4 monster, or at least back in the day he was. Usually like a vanilla like level 4 monster, you know, is expected to have at least like 1800 attack, but 17 isn't too bad. And then, you know, Rocket Warrior is good for decreasing your opponent's monster's attacks. But yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Goodbye and thank you.